Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital hints that although Willow Tate has reached a low point in her life, she thankfully still has a small circle of people she can depend on. With her decision to cut ties with her mother, Nina Reeves, and end her relationship with Drew Kane after discovering their deception, Willow finds herself relying on a few trusted allies. Among them are Elizabeth Weber and Harrison Chase, who continue to support her through these emotionally charged moments. According to GH, Chase made a thoughtful visit to Willow while she was on duty at the hospital. His intention was clear. He wanted to check in on her and offer a comforting presence amidst all the recent turmoil in her life. Despite everything that's unfolded, Chase seems to remain firmly in Willow's corner. He hasn't turned his back on her, even though her recent choices have raised a few eyebrows. In fact, his visit wasn't just a casual drop-in. He also brought heartfelt updates about her children. Chase shared sweet and detailed stories about Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos. Willow, naturally, was moved to hear about their latest adventures and milestones. But the joy was tinged with sadness, as she realized how much her children were growing and changing while she remained on the sidelines. There were glimpses of the Willow fans remember, the caring, composed young woman who once believed in second chances and forgiveness. But these moments were fleeting, as Willow continues to struggle emotionally. Her reactions remain intense, and she's still vulnerable to slipping into breakdown mode when pushed too far. Interestingly, some viewers felt that during Tuesday's episode, Willow may have been trying to gently sway Chase using her familiar, innocent demeanor. While it's up for debate, there's speculation that she was subtly tugging at his heartstrings, perhaps hoping to gain his sympathy or assistance. After all, Willow was a key figure in Sasha Gilmore's departure from Port Charles due to her actions involving Daisy Gilmore. It's a reminder that even those who present a calm, polished exterior may be wrestling with much more beneath the surface. So the question becomes, could Willow convince Chase to help her get closer to her kids again? Could she use a moment when Chase is watching Wiley and Amelia to step back into their lives, even briefly? Willow has a history of showing up during family events, such as Wiley's swimming lessons at the Metro Court pool. Could something similar unfold again? Might Chase allow Willow to have a quiet moment with her children, a moment that Michael Corinthos isn't aware of? It's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. Chase clearly still cares about Willow's well-being, and his visit showed just how much he values their bond. If Willow asks for his help, especially if she presents it as an innocent, emotional plea, he may find it hard to say no. Of course, helping Willow reunite with her children without Michael's consent could put Chase in a tricky position, both personally and professionally. But emotions often cloud judgment in Port Charles, and Chase might justify it as doing what's best for the kids, allowing them a connection with their mother. What's certain is that Willow's journey is far from over. She's been through heartbreak, betrayal, and isolation. But with friends like Elizabeth and Chase in her corner, there's still a glimmer of hope that she can find her footing again. Still, viewers should keep a close eye on how she chooses to navigate the situation. Will she take the high road, or lean into manipulation to get what she wants? And more importantly, will it work? One thing's for sure, in a town like Port Charles, where loyalties shift and secrets simmer just below the surface, nothing stays hidden for long. If Willow does convince Chase to bend the rules, the fallout could be swift and explosive. General Hospital reveal a whirlwind of developments, including a risky plan going awry and a young romance that could blossom into something unexpected. From high-stakes missions to emotional reckonings, Port Charles is buzzing with tension, secrets, and the threat of danger just beneath the surface. Professor Henry Hank Dalton's operation is headed for serious trouble, thanks to a quiet act of sabotage that could change everything. And while the professor thinks he's in control, someone close may be working behind the scenes to undermine his next big move. But the biggest twist might come from Giovanni Gio Palmieri, whose heart could be leading him straight into love, whether he's ready or not. Meanwhile, Christina Corinthos Davis is facing the fallout from her meddling, and there's no denying that guilt is beginning to weigh her down. Even if she keeps up appearances and claims she's standing by her choices, her behavior says otherwise. After derailing Molly Lansing Davis and Cody Bell's potential connection, Christina now finds herself in the hot seat with none other than her mother, Alexis Davis. Alexis has been around long enough to read the signs. She senses that Christina might be wrestling with more regret than she's letting on, and Alexis isn't about to let that go unnoticed. With concern rising, Alexis will confront Christina about her recent choices, including her flirtation with danger through her involvement with Ava Jerome's ongoing agenda. Speaking of Ava, she's crafting a test, one designed specifically for Rick Lansing. Ava's not someone who trusts easily, and she wants to know just how far Rick can be pushed before he slips back into familiar, destructive patterns. As expected, Rick's connection to Elizabeth Baldwin could be his undoing. The temptation may prove too strong, putting Rick on the verge of failing the test Ava sets for him. Elsewhere in town, Jordan Ashford delivers a critical update to Laura Collins regarding Jen Sidwell. The stakes are rising, and Jordan's preparing to take a significant risk that Laura may not approve of. Laura, ever the cautious leader, will voice her concerns and urge Jordan to reconsider. But Jordan seems locked in, ready to face the Sidwell situation head-on, no matter how uncertain the outcome may be. Meanwhile, Drew Kane finds himself walking a dangerous line. When he confronts Sidwell, his approach edges close to a threat, a move that doesn't sit well with Sidwell, who doesn't take kindly to intimidation. In fact, Sidwell may push back hard, attempting to put Drew in his place and issue a warning of his own. Back on the Dalton front, Anna Devane takes bold steps to interfere with the professor's plans. The operation that Emma Scorpio Drake has become involved in is raising red flags for Anna, who is determined to stop another disaster before it happens. Anna, always thinking a few steps ahead, pulls Felicia Scorpio into the loop and calls on her to help ensure Emma's safety. At the same time, Joe's curiosity leads him down a risky path. With Emma attending a special lecture, Gio sees an opportunity to sneak into Dalton's lab, thinking that avoiding suspicion is worth the gamble. But this mission could easily spiral out of control. If Gio isn't cautious, he might uncover more than he bargained for, and put himself in the crosshairs of someone who doesn't take kindly to intruders. Trina Robinson, on the other hand, is sounding the alarm. She doesn't trust Dalton, especially after hearing Jocelyn Jack's disturbing account of his inappropriate behavior. Trina is adamant that Emma steer clear of Dalton, warning her against stepping into Jocelyn's old job. Trina's instincts are strong, and she's determined to protect her friend from getting too close to danger. Emma, however, may have more on her mind than just professional ambition. In a moment of emotional honesty, she'll confide in Trina about her growing feelings for Gio. It turns out Emma's heart is already invested, possibly more than she realized. If Gio feels the same, this connection might just evolve into something deeper, possibly even a first love that could withstand the chaos surrounding them. As Anna continues her behind-the-scenes efforts, her string-pulling could extend into multiple areas. It might tie into her protective instincts over Emma, or perhaps it'll circle back to a covert mission linked to the Five Poppies Resort and the WSB. Wherever Anna is involved, expect things to get complicated, and fast. Over at Deception, Brooklyn Quartermain has news that Sunny Corinthos needs to hear. She's ready to share critical updates about a recent company meeting, especially the decision regarding the evidence that's caused a stir. Maxie Jones wanted to hand that evidence over to law enforcement, but she was overruled. Now, Brooklyn intends to reassure Sunny that things are under control. From her perspective, the Deception team is keeping everything contained, and she believes Sunny is in the clear, at least for the moment. But Sunny's world is rarely free of complications. Despite Brooklyn's efforts to deliver good news, Sunny's troubles are far from over. More challenges lie ahead, and the choices he makes next could determine whether he stays one step ahead of his enemies, or becomes their next target. In a surprising twist, Gio and Trina shared a heart-to-heart after bumping into each other at the Metro Court. While their conversation started off light, revolving around music, art, and family, it quickly deepened when Gio opened up about his insecurities, feeling like he doesn't belong in the world his family comes from. Trina, empathetic and grounded, offered him a perspective he hadn't heard before. Their chemistry was undeniable, and while no official moves were made, Brooklyn picked up on it immediately. Later, She confided in Blaze that she never expected that pairing but noted how natural they seemed together. Over at Charlie's pub, Christina found herself cornered by Molly, who couldn't hold back her questions any longer. Still reeling from Christina's unfiltered comments about motherhood and surrogacy, Molly demanded clarity. Christina tried to laugh it off at first, suggesting she was just venting, but her demeanor quickly changed as guilt started to creep in. It was clear Christina was harboring something more than just resentment. She may be questioning whether she's emotionally equipped for this surrogacy journey after all. Molly pushed further, asking Christina if she regretted saying yes to carrying her and TJ's baby. Christina denied it, but her eyes betrayed her. The emotional weight of the arrangement, coupled with Christina's increasing feeling of being pushed aside in the decision-making process, is taking its toll. Alexis later arrived and sensed the tension. When Molly stepped away, she gently asked Christina if she was okay. Christina nearly broke down, admitting that she feels more like a vessel than a sister, and that the emotional toll is heavier than she imagined. Alexis urged her to speak up before resentment grows too deep. The surrogacy situation is clearly becoming a ticking time bomb, and Thursday's episode showed the first cracks in Christina's emotional resolve. Whether she confesses her doubts to Molly or bottles them up could determine the fate of this family dynamic. As tensions build across Port Charles, viewers can expect explosive revelations, shifting alliances, and secrets that refuse to stay buried. From romantic twists to high-stakes deception, General Hospital isn't slowing down anytime soon. So stay tuned as the drama unfolds and the next chapter begins. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.